Don't. Hey, yeah. Don't. Hey, yeah. Man, I'm doing great, man. I'm happy to be back, bro. Sorry about the mix up last week that you guys missed us. Your boy had to go ahead and the new software, man. The software we had was going a little crazy, man. It couldn't work, man. Joe, what's
Yes,
going
sir.
on? How was your week, bro?
It was very challenging, man. Very challenging. Very
You ain't
challenging.
lying.
This virus got me all jacked up.
It's getting crazy out here. But we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about this, you know what I mean? I was trying to get away with not even talking about it, bro, but
Gotta talk about it.
gotta talk about it, man, with
Gotta
everything
talk
that's
about
going on. But first, as a black man, I know how it feels to feel alone. I know how it feels to be told that I'm not good enough. No, I'm not here for your entertainment. I'm not a rapper, a ball player, a celebrity. I'm a human being. As a black man, I'm told to man up when I have feelings. Ignore it when I speak my pain. Hopeful that things will change, yet disappointed they often remain the same. As a black man, I'm strong because I have to be. This life, a gobble up the weak, and the pain and trauma that I've been through has humbled me to become a better me. It's time as black men that we stand our ground. We speak our truth. We go after what we want, regardless of the pain we've been through. We quit for no one and inspire others to be themselves, to become greater. We owe it to ourselves as black men. Let's start the show.
Let's
Joe,
go.
man, you already
Let's
know,
go.
man, with everything going on, man. We had to brush up on this topic, man. It's affecting so many people, man. So many people out of work, so many people stressing, can't pay their bills, wondering if we're gonna get the stimulus package. Yo, what is going on, yo?
It's almost like a fairy tale, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like everybody be saying like, you know, I am legend and shit like that. Like it does not make sense to me at all, bro. That the whole world is shut down. Not just America, but well, not the whole world, because some states are back running normal. But the fact that the United States of America, bro, had opportunities to take care of this ahead of time, and they just didn't do it. And then, you know, when you have your president saying, "Oh, we have everything in control," then you want to lock the whole country down because you don't have it in control. Like, don't lie to us. You know what I
Right.
mean? This not like somebody just didn't push a bill through, but you got people not working, not eating. Yesterday down in Dover, Delaware, they had over 1,000 people at the food bank. You know what I'm saying? Friend of mine said he took him 2 hours just to get from the beginning, from the back of the line to the front of the line to get his food. 2 hours.
Wow.
You know? And now you got people like my nephews that graduating from high school. We're not gonna have a ceremony because of the fact that school's closed.
Yeah, yo, this is ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Then that's on top of the seniors in college. Like everybody's affected on all levels. You know what I mean? And I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. I was like, it's almost like the middle class and lower middle class are getting punished. You know what I mean? Because the rich folks, they're all right. You know what I mean?
Ain't lying about that.
They can live off the interest rates. You know what I'm saying? On their money, like our money's been in stocks, bro. It's
Yeah, I know some people that took big hits in the stock market as well. I'm talking about big hits.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, you lost that amount of money? Jeez.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Friend of mine lost almost $100,000 in her account.
Yeah, I know people that lost more, bro.
But think about that's your savings that you put into for when you retire and you can't even use it, and you losing money in that joint. That's
Yeah. People are losing quite a bit of money. Like I was thinking the other day because they said that they wasn't doing the March Madness, they just canceled that joint. Like all the
right.
people that are trying to go pro, you worked your whole life trying to play basketball, and you can't even play in the tournament. People are losing quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking the other day because they said
I'm trying to get this joint live on my side.
Like all the people that are trying to go pro, you work.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, man. So shout out to all our NCAA players, man. We feel for you, man. It's crazy. We love to see what they can showcase and what they can do. And it's just crazy, man. They shut down everything, man. Jobs aren't hiring people. They said hospitals and laying off everybody because I mean not the hospital, the hotels laying off mad people.
Yep.
not letting people work. You shared a story with me the other day. Was that you that said that somebody got denied their unemployment because their job
Nah,
was on a 0 hour pay?
nah, that wasn't me.
Yeah, somebody was telling me yesterday that he got laid off, I think from like a hotel or something. And they tried to file for unemployment, went to the unemployment office, and it was like, nah, he not fired. He's just on a 0 hour pay. So denied his unemployment.
Right, because you have to be basically working or not working. You know what I mean? So when you're not working, yeah, that's the other thing. Like, why would you? You know, this person needs money to live. Why would you like put them on a 0 hour work schedule? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
they don't want to pay his unemployment taxes.
We gotta pay it. You gotta pay it. That's why we business owners. That's part of the pack. Like I don't like paying it, but I have to pay it though. You know what I'm saying? It's part of being a business owner.
Right.
That's whack, man. I have no
Yeah.
respect for that company.
Nah, yeah, I don't either. I thought it was kind of like super ridiculous. I get why they did it based off of their finances, but come on, man. Like you telling them that you got my man on a 0 hour pay, bro. That don't, that don't even make sense. Just so he can't get his unemployment. Yo, it's going crazy, man. What do you think like people mindset is like during this time? Like, please call into the show 302-584-3287. Like, what's your mindset? Have you guys been affected virus via work? How's that been impacting you guys mentally? Like it is even affecting me, bro. Like I'm like, wow, this is crazy, man.
So it hit me yesterday when I sat outside on my porch. My daughters get picked up to come home. My wife in the house. I'm like, yo, there's nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when it's your choice to do nothing, like, oh, I don't want to do nothing. I'm just gonna relax. But when you want to do something, you can't do nothing. It's like, wow, like there's nothing I can do right now. You know, you can't go to a restaurant and eat. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to the stores and just walk around. You can't go to the mall. You know what I mean? Like, all thing you do right now is go to the gas station, walk around the gas station. You know what I mean? That's something like Wild Wild, something like that, just to have some excitement. You know, it's oh, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
We have a few comments going on. Brianna says my father-in-law lives in Arizona. Someone came out to fix their broken faucet. The gentleman did not want any money for his service. He just wanted 4 rolls of toilet tissues. This has been insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, can we put these on the screen?
For some reason, it didn't show up in our StreamYard comments, so we couldn't put that one on the screen. Brianna, thanks for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. That's my high school buddy. We grew up together. Man, that's crazy, yo. Like, let me read it one more time. My father-in-law lives in Arizona. Someone came out to fix their broken faucet. The gentleman did not want any money for his service. He just wanted 4 rolls of toilet tissue.
They don't want money now. You want toilet paper.
yo, it's like the apocalypse out here, dog. Like, this is bananas. Yo, like, come on, man. Yo, I tried to order toilet paper off of Amazon. They the prices on them drinks because people get on there and sell products after they done bought it all. Like, people been going to the store, they will buy like 10 cases of toilet paper just to resell it. Yo, we going crazy. My other one of my mentors and best friends, Damani, says the weakness of America's infrastructure is on display for the whole world to see.
Well, it's not just us. So I understand what he's saying, but it's not just us. Because Italy has a very strong government process. They're struggling. Australia was struggling. You know what I mean? So it's all of us are showing weaknesses right now. You know what I mean? So I think we all just need to recap what we're thinking about, how we have the back end, just in case of mercy happen. This is a World War III right now. We'd be in trouble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have nothing in place.
Yeah, but what can you do though? I mean, these people that's going out buying all the toilet paper and all the food and stuff, like,
well, first of all, the toilet paper thing is a waste. You know what I mean? Now if we had a virus that causes people to have like diarrhea or loose stools, yeah, go buy the toilet paper. But this is more so for you, like, I don't know, because you cough. You know what I mean? You might have mucus buildup to blow your nose. That's cool. Shouldn't even be like people fighting over toilet paper, bro. People getting locked up right now over fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Man,
let me ask you this. What do you think like people's mindset are that we have become so selfish to the point like I just saw a post on Facebook a couple had basically all the meat that was at the grocery store in their cart. Nobody else can get any meat now because you want to.
That's when I'm fighting right there, bro.
Like,
I'm fighting over some meat.
But like, what's up, man? Why do you think like so? All right, you get to live a little bit longer than me in the doomsday prep, but like, okay, you got a little bit more meat, but all right, do you want to be the only person alive?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, so
no.
What is that little bit extra that you keeping from other people's families? Like, do people really think that that's going to somehow help them with sustain like that much more longer than everybody else? Like, what is the thought process behind why everybody is just being so selfish about everything, man? It's kind of ridiculous, bro.
I think that when you get to this mindset of fear, right? You don't think about your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? You don't think about other families. It's just you and your household, right? So like my sister called the other day. She's like, we should make sure we take care of our in-laws, which is my wife's parents. They live around the corner from us, right? We didn't think about that. That cost me. My mind says make sure my wife and my daughter's good. Excuse me. Outside of this, I'm make sure my kids are good and see that they're living. And then I remember about my grandkids. I never thought about anything outside of that, right? So for that family that was trying to buy all that meat, like I don't think they had conceptualized like I'm causing more damage to other people by me having all this meat. You know what I mean? And the fact that, like you said, if we die, they don't people alive, then how does that work out? Because now you can't have sex with your wife, you keep reproducing kids, or you repopulate the world. You know what I'm saying? Because then you gotta help the wife deliver the baby. Like it's so many horrible things that happen from us making bad decisions, bro. Hence that's why we are where we are now. They said the president actually fired the staff that was put in place to catch situations like this right here. You know what I mean? So it's almost kind of like I feel like this is almost like planned. That's what I feel like. Because how come now you can tell me in certain states you don't have to pay your rent and mortgage? Huh? What? I don't pay my. Then they talk about canceling student loans for while the epidemic's going on. What?
Well, people don't got no money, bro. Like even if they
might pay student loans anyway.
But that's true. But they're talking about giving out, $1,000. $1,000 ain't gonna pay my mortgage. I mean, I'm a deposit that joint, but like, what I mean.
They talking about now if you and your wife combined don't make over $175,000, y'all get $2,400.
All right.
Okay. But here's my question: what are they using to validate your salary as of right now? Your taxes from last year? Well, last year I made more money than I did so far this year. This is only March.
Joe, we got one more comment from Brianna. Shout out to my William Penn buddy. You know what I mean? She says, no problem, bro. Check this out too. My hubby and I were going gun shopping so we can protect our home. Just about every gun in the store was sold out. No longer taking anyone. We found one shop that had one left. The guy was telling us his buddy has 800 guns and looking for more. Who needs 800 guns? Unfortunately, I think it's that false evidence appearing real, aka fear, that's making everybody panic. Yeah, you ain't lying, y'all. I went to the store because I got a shotgun and I wanted to get some additional shells. They told me I could only get 2 boxes. I'm like, look, 2 boxes is enough. If I need more than 2 boxes of shotgun shells, because
you're in trouble.
The one, whatever I hit is coming off. And you're going to be in your feelings with that. So you ain't going to want no more. So if I need more than 2 boxes, it's my time to go. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to be in here, shooting 1,000 people because the end of the world is happening, man. I mean, what you going to do? Like, there's only so much you can do. So the person that got 800 guns is staying in the house. And then a drone comes by and drops a bomb on it and blows them up. All them guns, you know what I mean?
He gonna blow up a whole lot faster than we will. You idiot.
Because they want that guy. They're like, yo, my man in there keeping all these guns. We're gonna go ahead and drop a drone and drone strike them, and it's a wrap. So I want to touch upon like the conspiracy theories, Joe, because I get annoyed about this conspiracy theory. I used to be a conspiracy theory person, bro, like reading all this stuff, and I just gotta set the record straight, man. Let me educate you guys on something, man. There is nothing that we can do to stop the government from killing us. The only way that would not happen is if the people in the government was like, nah, we're not doing it.
Right.
They are blowing up people overseas without even sending a real person. If they can kill somebody's top in command without sending a real person and just send a drone and blow him up and all his people when they got weapons and they got people that's supposed to be keeping this man safe and they can blow him up, what they gonna do to you? They done drop bombs in Philadelphia and kill black people. We have
did it already.
They done drop bombs and kill people in Black Wall Street and killed everybody. They done experimented on black people and we had weapons. So there is nothing that any of y'all can do to uproot no government. All right. So the only uproot to the government is that people in the government be like, nah, we're not bombing the American people. But if they wanted us dead, there ain't nothing. There's nothing. So you buying 1,000 guns and all this stuff, like we got to stop being so selfish, man. Like the conspiracies be killing me, bro. I can't get down with the conspiracies no more, bro. So I don't think it's a conspiracy, in my opinion. I just think like it's a virus that people are trying to contain because, you know, they don't want everybody to catch it. It spreads so quickly.
So let me ask you this question then. Why are schools closing down for the rest of the school year? This is March.
I don't know if all the schools are closing down for the rest of the school year. My wife ain't got that news.
So my sister,
and if they close down for the rest of the school year, who's paying them?
That's the other question we had. So my sister said my nephew's school something they closed right now to April, right? Because they trying to withstand, you know, saying closing all together. Kansas closed all their schools down already. Right. Seattle, Washington closed all their schools already. You know, schools are closing, like all colleges are closed as far as walking on campus right now until August of next year. You know what I mean? August this year, rather. You know what I mean? So kids are forced to learn from home. So here's my question here. I teach school, and some of my kids don't have the accesses that I have. They don't have internet at home. They don't have laptops. They don't have tablets. So, but they have to do their schoolwork at home. So if they can't do their schoolwork at home, how do they pass?
I don't know. We got a comment that says school is closed to April 20th right now. School going to go back this year, dog. They're not going to let school go for the rest of the year, bro.
We don't know, bro. That's the thing. That's the thing I think about this right here that's causing the most stress for everybody. We don't know. We know what HIV is. We know how you catch HIV. You know what I mean? You can't get rid of it, so they say. But we know what I mean? We know how you catch the flu. We know how you catch other things. This thing, we don't know nothing about this disease. That's the thing I think that has everybody in fear, but we don't know nothing about it. Like my sister-in-law's a doc, you know, she's going to be a doctor. She's like, we don't know where it come from. We don't know how to react to. We just know how to precautionary prolong people, you know what I'm saying, from getting it. Like that's not satisfying to America, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, like the people in China, they know how it came about, but they're not sharing that information. This is where it comes from China. You know what I mean? And that's the other thing I got a question about. I love my people who are research people who develop stuff like that. Stop making this bullcrap that kills people, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's make some viruses that help people with their mental capacity. Let's erase dementia. You know what I mean? Or Alzheimer's. Let's create that. Let's create something to where.
I'm not sure if this is a call into the show. Let me check. Thank you for calling the As a Black Man podcast. This is Mel. Oh, okay. This is a comment. What's up, Kimberly? How you doing?
What's up? I'm just driving down the road.
Oh,
yeah. That's my guy, sister.
All right, we getting an update from North Carolina, guys. Let's go.
So right now, the schools are closed till I believe March 31st. But what you guys were talking about as far as like the schoolwork and all that stuff. So the county that I live in, we had the opportunity to pass out the schools passed out laptops and Chromebooks and tablets and all that kind of stuff. And then Spectrum is giving 2 weeks of free internet right now so that our kiddos can learn and still do and keep their kind of same routine.
So Kim,
the struggle is us trying to teach.
Right. So Kim, where they get them laptops to give everybody?
It's called a good PTA. My daughter's school has a great PTA. They're always giving out, making fundraisers and stuff, and just parents that are involved in their school, which at this point now people need to look at that too when school is back in session, that you need to be more involved in your school. And I understand that you work and stuff like that, and I work, but I am involved in my child's school, and I keep updates. I'm on the school website. Our school has a Facebook page, and we just have a great PTA system so that things like this, when things happen, we can jump on it.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. So now what happens after you guys go back to school? Them kids got to give those laptops back?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to be, super great laptops, but it's something if you don't have anything at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I
know our PTA raised the money to get those. So
right. Now, is your school still doing the over here in Baltimore County and Baltimore City? They are allowing kids to still eat 3 meals a day. I think you got to go pick it up from the school. You drive by the school or something, and they can pick up their lunches for the kids. Does your county have that?
I don't know about the school, but a couple of local businesses are doing that. They were doing that from day one. Come get your kids, like a bagel place. They're giving free bagel sandwiches to the kids and stuff like that. I, for one, have been prepared. I keep food at home. So my kids always had, so I don't take advantage of those kind of things.
Right.
And my kids are very picky anyway, so.
Right.
But yeah, it's just, I hope everybody is aware now that you just need to be aware and prepared and look at how you're living your lifestyle too, so that you're not stressing out like all these other people who are going out and buying all this stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, like I like to eat out like the next person, but if things come on hard times, I'm prepared at home to do what I need to do.
Right.
I think the biggest thing she said is that we need to be in our children's lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on 1 second, bro. Well, Kim, thank you so much for calling in. We definitely appreciate the insight and the update on North Carolina.
Bye, Kim.
You guys have a great day.
All right, you too.
Right. So I think what she said is very key, right? Is that with her being involved with her daughter at school, you know what I mean? That's key number one. And then two, with her being involved in the community is a big factor also. I know here in Delaware, a lot of schools are buses delivering the food to the students. And so basically they have all the bus drivers come back, pick up their buses, they load the buses up with food, they drive through their routes dropping off food. That's great. But another thing is that we gotta be more conscious. Like fear creates a lot of anxiety, and anxiety creates a lot of irrational emotions. Right? It's a chain. And with us not being involved in our kids' lives, like think about where you live at, which I'm from Baltimore, and think about like kids in Wilmington, Delaware, where there is no parent. Right? Grandma's like 75 years old. Her health is not the greatest. How are these kids living right now? You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter was going to the Boys and Girls Club. They closed down now. So now you take away all the resources that we had for the children to have something to do. Now you put them inside the house. Like some people don't have houses. Some kids are homeless.
You know
what I mean? So I put a post on Facebook about what are we gonna do about the homeless, and people say, "Wow, we didn't think about that." You know what I mean? Like I think for us, I know for me it woke me up because now, I always did this anyway, but now I need to be a little bit more concerned outside of my house and opposed inside of my house as well. You know what I mean? Because some people just don't have it. You know, I want to get Terrence Newton on. We'll get him on next week because we've been talking all week long that he's actually going out of taking out of his own pocket to make sure kids have food from his school.
Right.
Why? This state has money.
You know what's funny, right? Kimberly that called in said something very interesting. She said, all these small businesses are giving away food for kids for free. And, they can barely, some of these small businesses can barely make ends meet during a time like that now. This is killing small businesses, and they still have
You don't say.
to make sure that people have food to eat. And that just like, people, it just brings like the question, like the sacrifice that people are willing to make, even when times are tough for them. It's got to be tough as a business owner to know that you're not going to make the kind of money that you was making because of the virus, but people need to eat, and you're still helping those people out. So and guaranteed to get a return on that investment.
So I would say for myself, I got my employees working, and I'm scaling back myself. So I know when pay time come around, when I get money coming in, I gotta feed them. You know what I mean? I'm grateful that my wife works. You know what I'm saying? Because like I lost my job as a school teacher right now because school's closed, right? Because I'm a part-time school teacher, so I'm not salary, so that money's gone. And then my business, a lot of my clients are shut down because they had to shut down, right? So the contract I got open, I make sure my employees are eating. I'll be all right. You know what I mean? So I hate to say it, I'll be all right though. You know what I mean? Because my wife has income. But there's some business owners that like think about this. Think about a barber, right? His money comes off of who comes in the shop. Think about somebody like a nail technician. You know what I mean? Then you go to businesses that outside of what, like provide services directly, but think about like the plumber company. They can't go to my house and fix the plumber right now because you can't go in nobody's house, unless it's deemed an emergency. But then I watched the news yesterday. They talking about Jiffy Lube can stay open. Who want to get their oil changed all the time like this right here? You know what I mean? Where you traveling to?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think the dynamics of how we reacted is kind of irrational. You know what I mean? I watched a couple of governors and people talk last night on the news, and it's like we're being aggressive, but yet the bar's open. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, liquor stores open, but you only go 50 at a time in certain grocery stores.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't get that. But then, my fault. The mall is closed, but every big store outside the mall is open. It's still the same amount of people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I got a question for our viewers. How long y'all think this is gonna last? Somebody chime in. How long they think people gonna be out of work? Because there's only so much people gonna be willing to be out of work and not making no money, bro. So I'm like, how long happen? This is impacting me because I had some jobs that, I think that would have hired me by now, and they're like, "Oh, we're on a hiring freeze." I'm like, I don't want to hear about no hiring freeze. Right. You know what I mean? Not at a time like this. Like I need you guys.
Right.
What's up with the hiring freeze? So, how long you think this guy's? I'm trying to get back to work. How long you guys think that this thing is gonna last, Joe? How long you think, bro? I'm thinking by the end of this month, people gonna be going back to work, dog.
I'm thinking like my wish and what I'm being told is two different things. My wish is 2 weeks, right? I'll take a 2-week hit right there. I can bounce back from that. But they talking about maybe August.
It's not gonna be the August, bro. There's no way.
So think about this: that China had this disease for 3 years before it became public. Think about that, for 3 years before it came public.
That's hard to believe though, because if so many people have been getting it so quickly now, then before, because apparently what they were saying is back in December the U.S. knew about it and they just changed like the traveling thing from China because they didn't think it would happen here. So I mean, if they had it for 3 years, as much as people travel in the world, it would have already been spread, man. I don't believe that. That doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, think about like Korea, they control their whole country by limiting their internet access and stuff like that. So could it have been 3 years? We don't know. Like that's the thing I think that bothers everybody, just the fear of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I'm in a gun group, and all the guys in the gun group and the women also, they're like, you know what? They've been reloading all their cartridges. Every handgun has, magazines been filled. You know what I'm saying? Guns are well oiled. I said, wow, are we that like paranoid right now that we gotta load up all our guns? So now I said, well, why not? You know what I mean? So I would load up all my guns. You know what I mean? But I'm like, that's irrational though. Like, do I really think somebody gonna try to break in my house to take my food? Nah, not right now.
Right.
Not right now.
We're probably a ways away from that.
Huh?
We're probably a little bit of ways away from that.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing though. I am, because I live in the suburbs, right? But what's the mindset of people living in the inner city?
know, man.
You know what I'm saying? That just hit me. What's the mindset? Like, think about cities like Detroit, Baltimore, Chicago. You know what I mean? People, they already had high crime rates and murder rates. What's gonna be like now? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. It really seems like some type of Netflix movie, bro. I went to the store. I went to the store yesterday, man. My man got the face mask. People got the face mask. They wearing 2 pair of gloves. They in there. I'm like, yo, for something that reacts like a common cold or like the flu, this level of panic is ridiculous. Is it just like Brianna says, just the fear that you can catch it? Like, no, but like 3% on average is dying from it. That's not a high number, but those numbers are higher for people that are over 60. They said infants and people over 60 are prone to catch this disease. I see people my age wearing 2 pair of gloves, the big face mask and everything. And like everybody is so scared. I'm like, yo, like the chances of you dying from this is so low. Like people don't act this way over cancer, and it kills much more people. People don't act like this over heart disease. If we had the same panic for heart disease, which kills probably the most amount of people of any disease, then we wouldn't be eating 2 donuts with fried chicken in the middle. Like, yo, just imagine if people just had this amount of fear to like these diseases that got a higher kill rate, like heart disease. Like, so they like, I'm not gonna eat no fried foods. I'm staying in the house. Like, yo, it's like, all right, why is this disease in particular causing this much panic? Like, it just
because of TV. That's why, because of TV. If the news put this much emphasis on diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, you know what I'm saying? The world would change. Like, it's sad that what we watch controls our mind. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think back in the 70s, we had diseases back then. Like, I remember they said smallpox really big back in the 50s and 60s, right? But it wasn't like everybody walking around in trash bags.
Right.
Because it wasn't on the news like that. You know what I mean? Social media and the news right now has so much control of our lives. It's destroying us, bro. It's destroying us. Now, like remember back in the days, like 20 years ago, you was driving. Nobody rode around with their phone in their hand while he was driving.
Right.
You know what I mean? People can't miss a like or comment on social media. You know what I mean? Or a text message. Like that stuff is integrated into our cars now, bro.
Right.
Apple Play and Android Play is integrated into our cars. What?
So
I like it.
So we got another comment. Damani says cancer and heart disease aren't person to person communicatable. And he said there's no way to predict, I guess, how much this is going to impact or how long this is going to be until they see the leveling out of the amount of cases that persist. You can't pass cancer along to somebody else, but it definitely, like, these other diseases have a higher kill rate. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, is it just the fear that we're getting from social media and from the news that is making this way bigger of a deal than it potentially has to be? Because you got all kind of people in the medical field that's like, yeah, we need to pump the brakes on all this panic. Like, a lot of people in the medical field are saying that. So, like, my thought is, like, if there was no social media right now, would this be as big of a panic as it is?
No. Think about this, bro. People buying toilet paper for this virus that does not consist with your bowel movements. You know what I'm saying? Put the two together. This is a cold. When you had the flu, did you go buy more toilet paper when you had the flu?
No. Right.
So this is a flu-like disease or virus that people out there buying toilet paper for. Well, here's the funny thing. I was in the store the other day. You go down the vitamin aisle, fully loaded. You know what I'm saying? You go down the aisle with, like, the vegetable aisle, fully loaded.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? They taking all the meat and the snacks. I couldn't get no snacks yesterday. I had to pick and choose and get. We got another comment. It says, I feel like it's going to last longer than 2 weeks. Last year, I watched a documentary by Michael Moore called Fahrenheit 11/9. While he didn't specify the virus, he told us that something was coming and we needed to stop it before it happened. Yeah, I mean, there's been a bunch of people claiming that they predicted this. There's a book that was written in like 1992 that was like, there's going to be a flu-like virus that apparently is going to. That's why I don't get into conspiracy theories no more, because there's about a million doomsday books.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just because somebody may have got it right from, prophesizing or whatever else, doesn't mean that they knew exactly what was going on, because I remember all of the conspiracy. And like I said, I used to be real big into it. I thought the world was going to end in Y2K, like everybody else. Like, yo, then what was funny was this is when I finally got over conspiracy theories. This is a true story. I was talking to my boy Dwayne, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to play some Xbox, but the world about to end. So I opened my blinds. I looked out the window. I was like, man, whatever. I'm back to playing my Xbox, bro. So, I try not to get into the conspiracy theories ever since that. That's why I was only talking about it earlier, to put y'all at ease that I don't think the government is trying to kill everybody, because one, you'd be dead, and they wouldn't make a disease where it's kind of like peeing in the wind, where they can catch it too.
Right.
And they wouldn't make a disease with such a low kill rate. And if they wanted everybody to die, they wouldn't tell you to stay in your house. They'd be like, yo, everybody go party, bud, at the club. So they're just red holes in this whole conspiracy stuff. But yeah, I mean, you can watch all these documentaries. There's always a documentary. There's always, these conspiracy theory type documents. Okay, I'm being told he's not a conspiracy theorist. Well, excuse me. I'm not hating here. I'm just about this kind of information that people were putting out.
So think about this. Think about somebody who's like a movie producer, right? I'm not gonna say no names, but it's a couple of guys out there who make some great movies that make a lot of money, because their thought process is people will buy anything that you put out there. If you hype it up enough, they will buy into it, right? So there's a couple of guys, producers out there who make some movies that people just buy, and these people think that was probably the dumbest movie ever, but he made $1 billion off of it. Right? Because like you said, the conspiracy theory, like I said earlier, once you grab somebody's mind and attention, they levitate towards it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so now, like, people ask the question we saw the other day about voting. Like, the people that you voted for now are actually in Congress now, affecting you when they say, "No, what? We're for the people. Vote for me, and I got your back. We want this." But they're the jokers in that one. I almost cussed right there. They're the guys who are in Congress right now, eliminating all these resources that we need to survive. Wow, really? Like, there's 12 people. There's 12 congressmen, women that voted against the stimulus package. Why would you do that? But you're for the people, though. You know what I mean? That's why we got you in the place, because you're supposed to be for the people.
Man, I mean, you can walk down this line of politics all day, bro. I'd be dumbfounded by the amount of people that's like, people should be prepared. People should already have stuff lined up. It's your fault you wasn't prepared for this or had enough money saved. When the numbers to people living paycheck to paycheck is actually staggering. They say something like 98% of people live paycheck to paycheck. And they say if you had $1 over the amount of debt that you have, you're richer than like 99% of America. What that means is, like, my house is $350,000, my cars, right, and my bike, and what I have in saving. If I had $1 over what my house costs, what my cars cost, and everything else, I'd be rich. Think about that. So I would have to have about $450,000 in the bank, or liquid assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and savings. If I had $1 over my debt, I'd be rich. So the fact that so many people are easily impacted if they lose their job or they don't make income, that's why it's like, all right, yeah, it's nice that you have the savings to float for 6 months, but how many Americans really have that kind of money in the bank? Not a lot, man. So it's fascinating that people are quick to be like, we don't need any help.
I have a high yield savings account, right? That when I first got it, was paying out 2.25% interest. Right. Now it's at 1.15% interest rate now. I mean 1.5% interest. You know what I mean? Like, I put money in at 2.25. Now it's lower than that. That's the other thing, bro. Like once again, the stuff we invest into is not paying us back.
Right.
You know what I mean? I put money in there to make money. Not to lose
Right.
money. Now I'm losing money. And that's something I can control. You know what I mean? Like my brother said yesterday, he said, nobody panic about the stock market. Keep your stock out there. Keep your money in your savings account. Do not panic. Don't pull that button because you're scared of what's going to happen. Because I think also, too, bro, here's another question. The stock market has more than 25 people working in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're open every day. Think about that. The stock market has not been closed down. And it has more than 25 people working in there.
Well, you got people that got money, man. They're not trying to hear that. You better wash your hands and get to work. Wash your hands and get to work, bruh. My wife they was advertising this party over the radio. They said, wash your hands and come on in there free before 10. I'm like, yo, people don't listen, man.
I think
with the soap, like, hey, with the
that's what the new dance. Hand wash dance.
Man, I feel people because there's been multiple people that's like, nah, I'm still gonna party, I'm still gonna live my life. If I catch corona, I catch it. And I'm like, I don't know if I disagree too much because, like, if it ain't gonna kill you and all you gotta do is stay in the house for 2 weeks and get better. I think what they don't want is my cousin and I was talking yesterday. The only thing that can make sense to me that's pretty like plausible on why there's such a panic on this is because we don't really have the health infrastructure if mass amounts of people got to go to the hospital at the same time.
Right.
So let's say the virus really is as contagious as, and I'm being serious now, I say a lot of jokes, but let's say the virus is as contagious as people think it is, right? Mm-hmm. So one person catches it can get 3 people sick, right? That's a lot, right? And my man from Queens was telling me that somebody from Brooklyn went to like Italy or something and came back and he got 1,000 people sick, bro, just one person. Let's say that story is true. One guy can get 1,000 people sick. So Queens got 2 million people alone. That's where my cousin lived at, right? If one person get 1,000 people sick, let's say you got 10 people that got the disease, that's 10,000 people, right? If 10,000 people had to go to a hospital in Queens tomorrow, right, because everybody got the disease, how are they going to handle that? So that's the only thing that makes sense to me, that if so many people catches the disease, because then you're not even contributing to people that could be dying, could have a diabetic shock, could have a heart attack. Those people still go to the hospital. So the hospital already has a limit on how many people that it can take. And sometimes even now, before this virus even broke out, I get sick and go to the emergency room. It doesn't take me an hour and a half to get in there. So now you got 1,000 people at the hospital trying to get through that same system. That's the only thing that I can think of to why this has so much panic. So yeah, you might not die, but we don't have the amount of hospitals. Like China apparently built a whole big hospital for this, like outside hospital, just for this one disease because it was taking up too much room at the other hospitals. So like that's the only thing I can think of. Like if a mass amount of people just happen to get sick and need to go to the hospital at the same time, all right, we don't have the resources and the capabilities to handle that, and that's the only thing that makes sense to me, man. Like, what is you guys' thoughts as far as the viewers that could be true? We don't have the resources if everybody gets sick.
And the other thing too, that we have less nurses now than we did before. You know what I'm saying? So our medical staff is even smaller now. And then when the insurance change came about before Obama and after Obama, like you got doctors now closing down their offices, companies are raping them, right? So now you don't have enough medical professionals to work in these hospitals or nurses, right? And then the hospitals are closing down because they're not making money. So now you got an influx, like you said, of 10,000 people going to a hospital that's understaffed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the problem. That's the problem in Italy right now. Italy medical facilities cannot handle the amount of people that went in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the virus. My sister told me yesterday, she's a nurse in Arizona, that a lady actually was already tested for coronavirus. She woke up yesterday feeling worse than she did before. She came to the doctor's office. Well, now you just expose everybody in the doctor's office with the virus that you already know you might have or might not have. You've been tested. And now it says it takes 6 days for test results to come back to let you know if you got it or not. Now everybody's been exposed to it. Like, we're not, like, we gotta stop being some jerks out here, bro. We gotta really start thinking and rethinking and thinking again before we do stuff. You know what I mean? If you already been tested, stay at home.
People are panicking, man. But like that's what my thought process is. The only way, because like my cousin was saying, some people live in rural areas where the next hospital is like 35, 45, 50
longer.
Just imagine if like the next hospital was an hour from your house, and then the people in your town called coronavirus. You know, so on one hand, I'm just like, look, there ain't no conspiracy in this, man. This stuff just spreads too fast. And if a whole bunch of people got sick at one time, what we gonna do about it? Because you got the people, unless you be like, yo, if you're under 45, don't even bother coming to the hospital. Stay home, get rest, drink tea, take meds, and stay home. Because people that's 45 and under going and people that's 45 and older going, I already know that we couldn't handle mass amount of people getting sick. There's just no way.
So a guy I work with, he's a contractor also. He's from Holland, and in Holland said if you're the age of 80 and above, don't even try to come to the hospital because they will not see you. They already got certain.
If you 80 or above,
yep, don't even come to the hospital.
Oh, they're basically saying it's a wrap for you. That's messed up. Yep. That's messed up, man. That's messed up, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, so. And I know a lot of conversations have to do with mental health right now, but this is more than mental health. This is emotional, psychological, physical. This is touching on almost every dynamic of the mental health field, bro. And it's like you can't even go to the therapist. My wife's doctor, she's going to see her therapist. She's like, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? All my medical appointments have been postponed to April and May. And they said they might have to change it again.
Yeah.
So no, you can't even go see your regular doctor now. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely has a lot to do with mental health, man. Like I told you, I was extremely salty when I was trying to get these jobs. And I'm getting hit with we got to postpone stuff. I'm like, wow, this is some real bad timing, man. So I ain't gonna lie, man. It got me down a couple of times, because I need to work, bro. I got bills and a family to take care of. You know what I mean? So like all of these people that's out of work and can't go to their job and stuff like that, they hurt, man. Like it's really been real tough. And the crazy part is, it's only been 2 weeks. So if this lasts any longer than the end of this month, or maybe 2 weeks, like you said, like people are going to start really panicking, and then you're going to see what people are really made out of. Because once you get to your lowest point, and like I said, most Americans don't got a lot of savings. Most, even people that make a lot of money don't got no savings. It's amazing. You make 100,000, you got the Jaguar X Pace. Yeah, yeah, man. You got the $500,000 house. Them people are living paycheck to paycheck. People that make a lot of money. I know quite a few of them. So if you that paycheck to paycheck person and you ain't getting a paycheck, what is going to be happening, bro? Like, and then the government tell you making 120 grand a year, and the government like, we got you with $1,200, bro. Like, you try to hear that when you got a $3,500 mortgage, when you got a $4,000 mortgage, you try to hear they're gonna hook you up with a stat? You try to hear that, bro? No. You try to hear a stat? No. You're like, nah, dog, y'all have to pay me, bro. So once people get to that that understanding that these checks are stopping. Like my boy hit me last night and was like, oh, he thinks Baltimore County, and my wife is a school teacher, he thinks Baltimore County gonna stop paying teachers in 2 weeks.
That's percent also. You know what I mean? And they're contractual. You're supposed to pay them. You know what I mean? Like, and let me ask you this question. What about the people who have jobs and they went to their job when they say, no, I won't work from home? They go, no, you cannot work from home. You gotta work in the office. But now they're working from home. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy works for AAA, and he said that he asked that question when he got hired. Hey, no, you can't work from home. Your boss comes to the office. Now the whole building's working from home. So let me ask you this question right here, right? Everything subsides, right? Now you gotta go back to work like normal. Life is back to good things. Do you go back to work or do you stay at home and work?
He gonna go back to work. They be like, you better come in here, bro, because when you at home, we can't monitor what you're doing, and we don't know if you're doing your job or not. You know what I mean? doing your job.
There's certain algorithms that they can use to verify that. But here's the thing: like, you got the whole country of United States of America working from home. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like you're a carpenter or something like that, then you can't work from home. Or me, I have a cleaning company. We can't. I mean, I can clean my own house. You know what I mean? But like, think about the people who have been asking, can they work from home? And they're like, nah, you can't do it. But now they're doing it. You know, my homeboy he owns a computer store here in Delaware, and right now he's doing very well because everybody's buying second monitors from him and CPUs and other gadgets and stuff. So he's benefiting from it, right? Which is great. But then what happens to him after all this stuff? Do the people return it?
Yeah, you better have a great return policy because people gonna be like, "Yeah, I don't know, I need the second monitor, dog."
Me can't hear you. Me can't hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like Walmart, man. Like our Walmart here down street from my house closes now at 8:30. They used to be 24 hours. They went from 24 hours to 11. Now they close at 8:30.
Yeah, somebody told me. Well, I don't like getting my facts from Facebook because they be saying anything on here, dog.
It's like Wikipedia.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. But somebody told me, and they had a picture to back this up, though. The BJ's is letting like one person in at a time.
Yeah, that's what they're doing here.
People buy from BJ's. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be waiting here for 2 weeks just to get a meal because you want to get a whole 1,000.
Oh, no. So everything's controlled now. We go to like these large stores that they put you on a time frame and you can buy a certain amount of products. So let's say you go in there, you want to buy like 4 boxes of granola bars. No, now it's 1 box.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah, and they have actually security at the register also to ensure that you don't try to be conniving. So let's say me and you want to go there, we roommates, right? We might get away with it a little bit because they don't know we're roommates. So I go in at 1, you go in at 4. We might can do it. But people taking their wives with them and stay outside, and then people actually being watched. Then they try to separate. Nah, y'all together. Y'all got to shop together. You know what I mean? This is why I think the hysterical is going to take over because if you tell me I got to wait in line to get to the grocery store and then I can't take my wife with me, but we only can buy a certain amount of stuff, it's going to get crazy, man. If it goes past this 2-week process. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't think it is, bro. That's why I don't think it is. Because think about it, bro. Do they really want the headache of every American being all mad and frustrated about this?
Don't know.
Nah, man. It's going to create more problems than what it's worth. More damage to people's property. More.
Think about this. They built more prisons, lock up more black folks. They be rebuilt every day or built every day.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna be just much, bro. Everybody gonna be mad about this one.
I don't know. Ladies, we were smoking at my boy's house yesterday, and she said she bought a half a cow. I'm like, you know what? That's smart.
She bought what?
A half of a cow. She spent $500. Her husband spent $500, and they got, she said, almost probably about 200-something pounds of meat. You know what I'm saying? She said it might be more than that because her math might be right because she was drinking. But I said that might be the way to go, bro. Like, why go to the grocery store? Go to the farmers. And when they saw the cow, they cut it off. She got T-bone steak. She had a whole variety of meat. I'm like, that's interesting. She said, why am I gonna go to the store?
Listen, man. And then what? Once you eat all that, then what? Listen, man. Like I said.
Could go fight another cow because cows can't get coronavirus.
And everybody's going to be doing that. Look, man, I think this thing will be over in a few weeks, the maximum of 2 weeks, like you said. People are going to start going back to work, and then we're going to be good. That's what I think.
So I pray that God.
People are trying to go back to work.
I pray that God hears what we're saying, bro. You know what I mean? And I pray that God releases. Like I wish almost like a snowstorm can come and just kill the virus. You know what I mean? Just kill the virus.
Well, they say it can't last in the summertime.
Man, we ain't had a winter yet.
I check out the documentary, Brianna. She said, "Check out that documentary since I'm quarantined. They doing us dirty with this, yo." Well, you know what? I made me a little fireplace last night. Sat out there with the light.
That was nice. Yeah,
and I had the fire on, crackling out there. So we had a good time. Yo, one conspiracy that I did hear that I was thinking about the other day, and it's actually not really a bad one. What if this was just to reset like the ozone layer and everything because nobody's outside and the earth gets the time to rest
To
and
heal.
and I was like, could a worldwide panic and people not driving outside? There's not 1,000 cars. You know, the world get a chance to breathe and relax. Could that be a good thing for the world? Because there was an article that was saying since everybody is like quarantined in Italy, like how like the pollution went down and other stuff like that just from like those few days when people being quarantined and stuff like that. I was like, okay, well, maybe the earth just needs a little bit of a reset button for 2 weeks. But after 2 weeks, your boy need a job. So go ahead and let your boy get back to work, yo.
I would say this, though. This is where I talk to a lot of people, and they saying that it's forcing them to rekindle their relationship with their spouses and their children. You know what I mean? So that's the positive about this. Like now, because think about, bro, like my house, so we hardly see each other. You know what I mean? Monday through Friday, we hardly see each other. You know, between me working multiple jobs and work multiple jobs, my daughter in school, she going to different activities. Like we only see each other pretty much on Saturday and Sundays, right? Now with everything being closed, that we could talk more now. You know, build more of a strong relationship with each other. You know what I mean? And that part I kind of dig. You know what I mean? I dig that part. So there's some for me, there's some positives in this. And peep this. If you take out the financial strain of this right here, it's not a bad situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's financial strain out. If all of us did what we're supposed to do, have low expenses, save most of our money, and have money in stocks and residual income in the bank, everybody be happy right now. They'd be like, y'all ain't got to work for 3 weeks. This is amazing. But since
like, peace. You know what I mean?
And most of us did not do what we're supposed to do and do not have the right amount of savings and stocks and stuff. People are struggling. But yeah, we got another comment that says, you know, they heard that too. It's Mother's Nature is telling us to slow down a little bit with what we're doing. I mean, that make a little bit of sense, man. I hope so, man. But for real, for our viewers out there, man, like, don't panic, yo. Nah. You know what I mean? Nah. Like, it's tough. It might get a little challenging financially for us, but now is the time for us to pick each other up. Now is the time for us to build with each other. Because realistically, all this tearing each other down, being selfish and stuff, like, yeah, you might be able to live a little bit longer than somebody else, but if it's our time to go, it's our time to go. So why not spend that time helping each other out? Because then we can all survive.
I would say for me, like, it's been pretty cool. My circle that I have, every day this week we all been checking on each other. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody say they down, we're on the phone immediately talking to them. You know what I mean? Right. I like that. That's why we always talk about have you a network of people that you can rely on and use as resources. Not because it's a bad time, but for a good time also. You know what I mean? Right. That's that. You know, it was 5 of us outside my man's garage smoking cigars, chilling. You know what I'm saying? We was rapping. You know what I mean? It was happy we all got out the house. Let's make this. Let's do this. Let's challenge our viewers. Let's challenge their friends. Let's make this a positive situation, right? Let's erase all the negativity from this. You know what I'm saying? Because we control the dynamics of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So let's get on Facebook. Let's post Facebook things that are very positive, uplifting. You know, you use social media to do what you gotta do. Trust me, the news will catch on to what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We can create a change right now with our mindset. Let's turn this negative into a positive. You know what I'm saying? We create a whole lot more people relieve of their stress. You know what I'm saying? Anxiety. You know what I mean? I might go outside there like, yo, everybody come outside, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can talk within the neighborhood. Just don't shake nobody's hand. You know what I mean? But just be more mindful of what we doing. Like, we gotta change this, bro. I refuse to just don't get me down, bro. I refuse. Like, I called you the other day, like, nigga, shut up crying. Like, all right, stop crying. You know what I mean? Oh, I used the N-word. Sorry, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have somebody just to chin check you real quick and to get you back on the right line, man.
And I would say, like, now more than ever, we need each other. Like, when I got down, because like the job's been hitting me with the whole, you know, we're on a hiring freeze type thing. Joe's like, man, it's gonna be all right, man. You know what I mean? After this is all over, they hit you up and then you can get your joint. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you need those people in your life that's going you know what I mean, be there for you when you have that mental stress, because I stress a little bit, you know. So this can be something positive. It allowed me to build more relationships. You know, Joe and I relationship are continuously growing. Joe calls me every day.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, what's good, bro? You good? So, you know, just having that circle, man, is so critical. Because we gotta love each other, man. It's hard out here for all of us. We're all being affected by this virus, one way or another, and we gotta be here for each other, man. Because listen, it's gonna blow over.
Yeah,
we're gonna be back.
Yeah,
so
let's be strong. Like fathers out there, the men, please step up, reach out to your children outside their households. You know what I'm saying? Rekindle that love within your household as well. Like when I get off the phone, I go ahead, I might wrestle around my wife real quick, might body slam or something like that. You know what I mean? just to keep some excitement in the house. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, look, we're here for a reason. You know what I mean? And I thank God that God gave us the ability to get back on the air. Because last week it hurt for us not, be able to, have a show. Me and Mel were to relax for a couple of days. You know what I mean? Together we did. Cause we like talking to you guys. We like hearing what you guys got to say. We like y'all feedback, y'all comments. You know what I'm saying? Let's change the dynamics of this coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Eliminate the virus. Be responsible with it. Don't be irresponsible. Don't go ahead, you know what I'm saying, just doing some reckless stuff. You know what I'm saying? But let's change this negative to a positive. Let's do that. That's my challenge to everybody who's watching this. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 people that watch this. You know what I'm saying? Let's change this negative to a positive. Let's pick each other up. You know what I'm saying? Let's be strong. And let's make it happen, man. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Forget what the news says. You know, they just repeat stuff over and over again. I watched ESPN the other day. It was the worst ever. Can they talk about Tom Brady for an hour?
Whew, you ain't lying.
Like,
Tom Brady that. Talk about something, then cut down all the sports.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Let's change this negative to a positive, man. That's my ploy, man. I know we got to get wrap up, bro, but like, let's do that, man. Let's do that.
Yeah. So we thank you guys. Yeah, you know, today's podcast kind of like we just wanted to touch upon what everybody else is going through and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Next week we back at it. Healthy podcast. I love the new setup. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. We had to change our software program. This podcast is my therapy. You know, I still see a therapist, but this podcast is my therapy. So I feel so relieved. I feel good after I get a chance to talk with my man Joe and with you guys. So we love y'all. And remember, like always, it's time as Black men that we stand our ground. We speak our truth. We go after what we want, regardless of the pain we've been through. We quit for no one and inspire others to be themselves, to become greater. We owe it to ourselves as Black men. We love you guys. Have a good one.
Yeah. Don't. Hey, yeah.